Hello and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making viral TikTok cinnamon rolls. This has been on the internet for a while. My sister made them for us at Christmas and I have been craving them ever since. But nobody makes them better than your sister. Well, my sister. Anyway, this recipe, I made them last week and they just didn't turn out as good because I didn't have any powdered sugar. And I recorded the footage in slow motion, so y'all will never see that. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's prepare it. We're making TikTok cinnamon rolls. This is a viral recipe that has been a craze all over the internet. But this is the way I make them. As you can see, I have an 8x8 and I'm using 1 can of the Grand's cinnamon rolls. They happen to be the Cinnabon kind. Can't help that. We're going to reserve this icing for making a special icing. Okay. So we're going to pour over heavy whipping cream. You want to get some over all of the cinnamon roll and have quite a bit in the bottom. Next, we're going to take, it says 6 tablespoons, but we're making half a recipe. So we're going to do 4 tablespoons of butter. That's a 1/4 cup of butter. And you want this melted. So we're going to melt a 1/4 cup of butter. Okay, so we're going to set this aside for a minute. So I have 4 tablespoons of butter. We're going to add close to 1/2 cup, but not quite 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And then you need to add it says 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a heaping teaspoon, because cinnamon is my favorite part. I need a spatula. That's my oven preheated to 350. Okay, bring these back front and center. We're just going to drizzle. Let's prepare it to drizzle. I'm going to drizzle the butter on top of the cinnamon rolls. we have made what is like the filling for the cinnamon rolls in this bowl. Okay, our oven is preheated. We're going to bake this at 350 until they're done. So I don't know how long that's going to take. I'm going to smell them whenever they're done. In the meantime, we're going to make the icing so that we're right here beside the oven. We're going to do two ounces of cream cheese. And I heard once that if you buy the Philadelphia cream cheese and it opens different. But if you buy the Philadelphia cream cheese, it doesn't stick to the wrapper as bad as the Walmart brand does. And that is true. Oh boy, check that out. We're going to eyeball it. We're going to do a little bit more than 2 ounces, but shooting for about 2 ounces. And then we're going to microwave it to soften it. And then we need a container to put this in to save it for later. And microwave this to soften it. We also need 2 ounces of butter. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Not 2 ounces of butter, excuse me. 2 tablespoons of butter. It does call for salted butter. I'm using unsalted butter because that's just what I happen to have. Okay. Next, we're going to add the icing from the cinnamon rolls. Okay. We will add a teaspoon of vanilla. And a cup of powdered sugar. So, half a cup, 1 cup. Let me put this in a safe place so it doesn't tip over. And we're going to mix. Okay. We're going to let this rest until our cinnamon rolls come out of the oven. Meanwhile, I'm gonna tidy up a bit. They're molten. Wow. Yes. Cut my oven off and immediately ice them. It's thicker than I thought it would be. Okay, so those look deadly. Not just because they're hot, but because they look freaking good. Anyway, made a half a batch so that we're not eating a whole batch. Because I don't really have anybody nearby that I can easily share food with. It'd be weird if after living here for 4 years, we suddenly started taking food to our neighbor. So we're not going to do that. Anyway, there it is. Let's go over the recipe. We used 1 can of the Grand's cinnamon rolls. We used a half a cup of brown sugar. We used enough heavy cream to cover the tops of the cinnamon rolls and cover the bottom of the pan. We used, like I said, half a cup of brown sugar, 4 tablespoons of butter, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. For the icing, we used the icing from the cinnamon rolls, about 2 ounces of cream cheese, 2 tablespoons of softened butter, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 whole cup of powdered sugar. The oven was preheated to 350. We used an 8x8, and it looks phenomenal to me. So there you have it. Viral TikTok cinnamon rolls. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you enjoy this viral TikTok cinnamon roll recipe. This is the way I make it so that it's suitable for 2 people. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it works for your family. Just don't double it the way it is. I'll put the long version of the recipe in the description below. If you double it, it'll be too decadent and not very good from what I did. So I'm going to put that in the bottom so that you guys know what to do if you need to make it for a larger group than 2 people. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I am planning moving forward to post on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. My grocery hauls will be on Sundays, and I'll post 2 recipes. So please look forward to upcoming videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.